He also said that the government would have to face the consequences if they took action against the workers under ESMA.
Goa government, I have been informed that the Minister for Inland Waterways has said in the Goa Assembly that he will be taking action against the River Navigation Department workers under the Essential Services Maintenance Act. I want to inform the people of Goa that if such an action is taken, then first and foremost, we will go to the people of Goa, we will go to the working class again, and there will be resurgence of working class unrest in the state of Goa.
In a bid to encourage traditional potters in the state, the Goa government had notified a ban on the crafting of plaster of Paris Ganesh idols. The move also hoped to address environmentalist concerns of pollution to water bodies due to the immersion of Ganesh idols made from plaster of Paris.
With less than a fortnight to go for the Ganesh festivities to commence in the state, people are in the process of placing their orders for the idol. Most vendors in the state, in accordance with the government directives, have on sale idols made of clay. According to a few vendors, the sales haven't been very encouraging this far, and quite a few people still prefer the plaster of Paris Ganesh idols. The plaster of Paris idols being lighter and more affordable, people are hesitant to buy idols made of clay.
वजनाक मातशें कमी आसता आनी घरान कितें कोणाक मातीचे असल्या कारणान ते एका जागा आपोवचें पडटा आनी प्लास्टर गणपती लो असल्या कारणान म्हाज्या एकट्यान उखलून ते जाय तशें विसर्जन करूं येता.
मूर्ती जी पयली सुवातेर एक सुंदर आसा आनी दुसरी म्हणजे कितें आसा ती तुज्यान कितक्याय पयस कसलेच त्रास नासतना व्हरपाक जाता.
Speaking on conditions of anonymity, a dealer in Ganesh idols told our reporter that there are thousands of Ganesh idols made of plaster of Paris on sale in Mapsa city in total contravention of government directives. The government, in its efforts to further the interests of clay idol makers in the state, had introduced the Ganesh idol making unit scheme last year. According to the scheme, which is rooted through the Goa Handicrafts Rural and Small Scale Industries Development Corporation, the idol makers would be paid a subsidy of ₹100 for each clay idol they manufactured, with a maximum ceiling of ₹15,000. Idol makers, however, say that they have not received the money as promised.
गव्हर्मेंटान कितें सांगलां न्हू ते फॉर्मां आमी भरलेलीं आसा त्या प्रमाणे आमी 2-3 वर्सां भरयता पूण अंदू आमकां लोक विचारतात तुमकां कितें हें दिता काय म्हणून पूण आमी चालू आतां भरलेले आसा पळया हें फुडें दितले जाल्यार.
We are heading for another small break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The annual Ramayan Saptah was celebrated at Vasco with traditional fervour.
Spiritual leader Sri A.K.B. Nair and Srimati Anantavali conducted the discourse at Sri Ayyappa Temple, Mangor, Vasco. A large number of devotees from all over Goa attended the Saptah and tried to understand the relevance of the epic Ramayan in the modern context. The Ramayan Saptah Yagna is mostly celebrated by Keralites during this period that is referred to as the Ramayana month to seek the blessings of God. Sri A.K.B. Nair, the spiritual leader, enlightened us about his discourse.
From July 16 to August 16, the Keralites celebrates with a grand scale the Ramayana month. So this year in Goa, this Mangor, Vasco da Gama Ayyappa Temple, the committee has arranged the Saptaha, that is 7 days discourse, explaining the entire story of Rama written by Tunjat Eluthachan, a great Malayalam poet, who is also the father of the Malayalam literature.
The beautiful island of Diwar that was in the news yesterday for its locals making use of the traditional canoe to cross over to the mainland due to the suspension of ferry services on account of the nationwide strike is gearing up to celebrate its traditional annual flag festival, Bondera, on Saturday.
People of the different wards in the island are busy adding the final touches to their floats that will be presented at the float parade on Saturday. The festival of Bondera, which has made its mark in Goa's tourism calendar, has an interesting history. And according to the locals, the term Bondera relates to the flags that the Portuguese had used to demarcate ward boundaries in the village of Devar. The festival today is a commemoration of the same. On Bondera, A parade that includes floats and dancers passes through the village lanes as music resounds through the air. And people from all parts of the state amalgamate at Diwar to witness this colorful pageant. Ignatius Rodriguez, a Diwarkar, explained to our reporter the origins of this colorful festival.
This has been going on long between the Portuguese time, where it was a rivalry thing between two villages fighting among themselves. Then it changed on to people getting united together and making it out into a harvest festival where the flags were brought up and everything was done. And basically in recent years and all, we started putting up floats where people were more attracted towards the floats, and going to see like the crowd, seeing the crowd enthusiasm, we tried to really build it up and get more crowd into it and flourish our island of Diwar.
Although the total expenditure incurred in making a float is anywhere between 30 to 40,000 rupees and the prize money not anything substantial, it is the enthusiasm of the locals that drives them to come together to make a float.
But even though like it's not the only thing like we are going for a prize or something of the sort, it is just the enthusiasm that is building up on us that we are presenting the floats up. There was no enthusiasm last year. Just because we didn't do it, we felt the pinch of it. There was no fun in our life for that Bondera. So this time like we feel we have to do it Bondera because it's a thing of the whole village. It belongs to the Diwar and the whole Diwar has to get the opportunity to enjoy.
Romeo Pereira, a resident of the interestingly named Jingle Bell ward, informed our reporter about the theme of the float that his ward is working on.
Now Jingle Bells are preparing the traditional whatever it was, because this was a jingle bell which started the float 25 years back, and it was Kuwaiti Konos. The float which was started by this word Jingle Bells, and now because of this 25 years they want to show the same tradition what was done before and now how it changed for the last 25 years. The message shows the typical this how Diwar, the island of ours, was showing what we have got and how it is. So it means the full thing which was of Diwar of old times and the present times how it was.
Goa 365 also caught up with the locals of Diwar practicing their dance moves that will be a part of the float parade. Take a look.
Goa 365 will bring to the viewers of Panjim, Porvorim and Diwar a live telecast of Bondera float parade on Saturday. Contact your cable operator for the correct timings. We end this evening's bulletin with glimpses of Sangeet Suvarnatula, a drama presented on the second day of the Sangeet Natya Mahotsav currently underway at the Kala Academy. This is a unique drama as all the male characters are portrayed by ladies. Keep a close watch and see if you can notice them.
एखादा महामुनी असला तरी देखील मी त्याला भला माणूस म्हणणार नाही.
नारद मुनी, पण तो महामुनी कटकडीत ब्रह्मचारी, देवाचा आवडता आणि कैवल्याचा पुत्र असला तर
असू दे तुझ्यासारख्या संस्थापक पुरुषाशी कपट करून जर तो तुझ्या सुख संसारात माती घालवीत असेल तर मी त्याला शापून भस्म करेन.
नारद मुनी थांबा, उगाच आत्महत्येची पातळ करू नका.
आत्महत्या फार मोठा प्रमाद झालाय माझ्याकडून.
सत्यभामे, ओठ, रडू नकोस. तुझ्याकडून तर प्रमाद झालाच आहे, पण त्याहून मोठा प्रमाद झालाय तो त्या कृष्णाकडून.
अगं बाई, आम्ही पाण्यात टाकलं ते पित्तळ होतं का?
सत्यभामे,
चुकली भाऊजी.
कोणाला उलट उत्तर देते आहेस याचं काही भान? राधे, राधे मला सोडव ग राधे.
हा कृष्णा, आरडाओरडा बंद कर म्हटलं ना. म्हणे चुकलो स्वामी. राधेला पाहून गोकुळातल्या लीला आठवल्या की काय तुला?
मुनिवर्य, आपले हे असं भाषण ऐकून मला मात्र दुर्वास ऋषींची आठवण झाली.
राधे, तुझं भाषण ऐकण्याची आम्हाला गरज नाही. काय बलराम महाराज, संपलं सुवर्ण. नारायण नारायण.
That's all we have for you today. Before we end, here's a reminder of the headlines. Opposition alleges land sale scam by Housing Board. Anganwadi workers staged protest march. We'll be back tomorrow with more news and analysis for you. Until then, goodbye and good night.